Students, this is Dr. Bindya Sharma and I welcome you all to the next lecture of the topic polymers. In the last two lectures, we have already learned the classification and mechanism of polymers. In today's lecture, we will learn about the important polymers which include fibers, plastics and rubbers. We will learn about their important properties, application and the method of preparation. Let's begin with fibers. Fibers have very strong intermolecular force of attraction, that is hydrogen bond. They have high tensile strength, that means they do not break easily, and low solubility. For example, nylon. Nylon is the name given to the whole family of similar materials called polyamides having CONH bond. The word nylon stands for New York and London. Nylon is a synthetic fiber. We will learn about nylon 6 and nylon 6,6. Let's start with nylon 6. It is also known as polycaprolactam. It is a semi-crystalline polyamide formed by ring opening polymerization. Caprolactam has 6 carbons, hence named nylon 6. It is formed when caprolactam is heated at about 533 Kelvin for about 4 to 5 hours. Now let's see few important properties of nylon 6. Nylon 6 fibers are tough, they possess high tensile strength, have high elasticity and luster or shine. They are highly resistant to abrasion, chemicals like acid alkalis. They are wrinkle proof. Nylon 6 absorb up to 2.4% of water. Nylon 6 is a semi-crystalline polyamide and it is insoluble in common organic solvents. Let's now see some of the important properties and uses of nylon 6. The uses of nylon 6 includes the one major application is manufacture of industrial yarn, which is further used for making clothings like shirts, garments, raincoats, swimwear, cycle wear, etc. It is also used in the manufacture of a large variety of threads, ropes, filaments, tire cords, hosiery, garments. Nylon 6 is used in producing plastic film that is widely used in packaging, in food industry. It also has few industrial uses like in manufacture of conveyor and seat belts, parachutes, airbags, nets, ropes, thread, tents, etc. Now moving to our next member of nylon is nylon 6,6. It is a type of polyamide and is made of two monomers, each containing 6 carbon atoms. And the monomers are adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. The combination of adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine gives nylon 6,6. As both of the monomers have 6 carbon, hence named as nylon 6,6. It is either extruded or directly spun into fibers. Now let's see few important properties of nylon 6,6. Its molecular weight is 226 gram per mole with a density of about 1.2 gram per cubic centimeter. It has high mechanical strength. It is stiff, hard and tough. It has good fatigue and wear resistance and it is very light in weight. It is insoluble in water, alcohol and organic solvents in the similar manner as that of nylon 6. It is flexible and retained its original shape. It is resistant to abrasion and it can be used by blending it with wool. Now let us see some important uses of nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6 is the strongest of all nylons and it is lightweight, so it is used to make parachutes. It comes in the form of rod, tubes and sheets. It can be used for insulation, specifically sound insulation. It does not scratch easily, so it is used to make packaging for food and drugs. It have high melting point, so it is suitable to be used for commercial settings like offices, airports, and other places. It is waterproof, so it is used to make carpets, ropes, hoses, swimwear, etc. The next member is plastic. Moving on to the category of plastics, so it would not be wrong to say that we live in the world of polymers or especially plastics. Day in and out, we are surrounded by plastics directly or indirectly. For example, toothbrush, food containers, cooking pans, bottled, automobile parts, eyeglasses, iPod, calculator, computer parts, stapler, headphones, TV, clock, USB connector, keyboard, shoes, cell phones, credit cards, and the list is endless. Plastics are typically organic polymer of high molecular mass and are usually synthetic. Mostly they are derived from petrochemicals. Due to their low cost, ease of manufacturing, the plastics are used in making variety of products, right from paper clips to spacecraft. They have substituted the traditional materials like wood, stone, metal, glass, ceramics, etc. Let's check out few important plastics covered in our syllabus, and they are PVC, PMMA, Teflon, Bakelite, urea formaldehyde resin. Now let's start with PVC. PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. PVC is the world's third most widely produced synthetic plastic polymer. About 40 million tons of PVC are produced each year. It comes in two forms. One is rigid, other is flexible. PVC was accidentally synthesized in 1872 by a German chemist Eugen Baumann. It is synthesized by the polymerization of vinyl chloride as shown in the slide. The polymerization of the monomer vinyl chloride by free radical vinyl polymerization leads to the formation of the polymer polyvinyl chloride. Now let's go through some important properties of PVC. It is a thermoplastic polymer having high mechanical properties and hardness. It is colorless, odorless, and non-inflammable. It is resistant to light, oxygen, acids, alkali, alcohols, etc. It is stiff and rigid. It has good insulating properties. The melting point ranges from 100 to 260 degrees Celsius. Moving to the uses of PVC. PVC is most widely used in making pipes for municipal and industrial applications. It is used in building industry like interiors. It is also used to make bottles, handbags, medical containers, tubing, flooring, etc. PVC is also used for making tablecloths, electrical insulations, and it is water resistant. So it is used to make coats, jackets, sport items. The next member in the series of plastics is polymethyl methacrylate, abbreviated as PMMA. It is also known as plexiglass or lucite or acrylic glass. It is a transparent thermoplastic, oftenly used as an alternate of glass. It is a polymer of methyl methacrylate, as shown in the slide. When the monomer methyl methacrylate undergoes free radical vinyl polymerization, it forms the polymer polymethyl methacrylate. Moving on to the properties of PMMA. PMMA is strong, tough, lightweight material. having melting point of 160 degrees Celsius. It has a high refractive index and it can transmit 92% light. It swells and dissolves in organic solvents. It is easy to mold and thus can be made into desired shapes. It has maximum water absorption ratio. It ignites at 460 degrees Celsius. Now let's see few important uses of PMMA. PMMA is used in making rear lights and lenses because of its high refractive index. In the form of sheets and window panels, skylights, it is used to make sign and display boards, LCD screens, sanitary wares, furniture, aquariums, lighthouse lenses, etc. Lens and dental prosthetics, artificial teeth, cosmetic surgery, orthopedic surgery, etc. is also the important uses of PMMA. Lenses of exterior lights of automobiles are also being manufactured. It is also used to make roofing, ceilings, acrylic paints, acrylic glass, etc. The next important member of plastic is Teflon or PTFE, stands for polytetrafluoroethylene. It was discovered by Roy J. Plunkett in 1938 and was introduced commercially in 1946. It is a polymer of polytetrafluoroethylene. When tetrafluoroethylene undergoes polymerization, it leads to the formation of PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene, commonly known by the name Teflon. Now let's see few important properties of Teflon. PTFE is a thermoplastic polymer which is solid at room temperature with a density of about 2200 kilogram per cubic meter. It has got high melting point about 327 degrees Celsius. Its coefficient of friction is very low. It has got excellent electrical insulating properties. PTFE is very slippery. It has got high chemical and thermal inertness. Because of its chemical inertness, it cannot be used to cross-linked like an elastomer. Now let's see its important uses. It has got a wide variety of uses, like it is used for insulation of wire in aerospace and computer applications. Because it has got low coefficient of friction, it is used for plain bearings, gears, seals, gaskets, bushings, etc. It is best known for its use in coating non-stick frying pans and other cookwares because it is hydrophobic and it possesses high heat resistance. It is widely used as a thread seal tape in plumbing applications also. It can be used to prevent insect climbing up surfaces painted with the material. Few other important uses of Teflon are it is used as liner in house assemblies, expansion joints, and in industrial pipelines. It is also useful in laboratory environments where it is used for lining containers. It is also used as a film interface patch for sports and medical applications. It is widely used in the production of carbon fiber composites as well as fiberglass composites in aerospace industry, and it has got wide other uses. The list is endless. Moving on to the next category of plastics, that is thermosetting plastics, and the first member is bakelite. It is a phenol formaldehyde resin. It is also known as bakelite. It began with the heating of phenol and formaldehyde in the presence of a catalyst such as hydrochloric acid, ZnCl2, or ammonia. This creates a liquid condensation product commonly referred to as bakelite. The preparation of bakelite can be easily seen in the current slide. Moving to the properties of bakelite. Phenolic resins or bakelite is a rigid, hard, infusible solid. It can be molded very easily. Bakelite moldings are heat resistant and scratch resistant. The moldings are smooth, retain their shape, and are resistant to destructive solvents. It is also resistant to electricity and it is not flexible as it is very hard. It is non-conductive and heat-resistant materials, which makes it ideal for using as electrical insulators. Moving on to uses of bakelite. Bakelite is particularly suitable for electrical and automobile industry because it has high resistance to electricity, heat, and chemical action. It is used to make handles for cookers, saucepans, etc. It is suitable as a molding compound, an adhesive or binding agent, varnish, and a protective coating. It is also used for the production of ion exchange resins. It has got various other electrical applications also, such as it can be used as a basis in sockets for light bulb and electron tubes. Moving to the next member of thermosetting resin is urea formaldehyde resin, abbreviated as UF. It is also known as urea methanol. It is a thermosetting resin and it is a non-transparent plastic made from urea and formaldehyde as shown in the slide. When urea and formaldehyde are heated in the presence of a mild base like ammonia or pyridine, it gives rise to a cross-linked resin named as urea formaldehyde resin. Moving on to the properties of urea formaldehyde resin, it has a high tensile strength, it has property of heat distortion, temperature, it has the capacity of low water absorption, it has the property of mold shrinkage, high surface hardness, it has volume resistance in nature, and it has got a refractive index of 1.55. Moving on to the properties. After properties, moving on to the uses of urea formaldehyde resin. It is used to make decorative laminates, textiles, sand molds, wrinkle resistance fabrics, cotton blends, rayon, etc. It is also used to glue the wood together. It is widely used in the manufacture of buttons, bottle caps, cosmetic containers, and household appliances, electrical appliances. It is also used in the preparation of enamels and other surface coating materials. The foam formed are used as artificial snow in movies. So dear students, with this, we come to the end of the third lecture of polymers. In the next lecture, we will learn about, in the next lecture, we will learn about rubbers.